What's up you guys and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be trying out the new Natasha Denona Bloom palette. I'm super excited. I did a full on look with it. I used all of the colors. So I also show you guys what it looks like with fluorescent lighting and then afterwards in the sun so you guys can really see what it looks like. I also did swatches for you guys, so if you want to see all that and you want to see what I really think about this palette, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm picking up the Bloom palette and I'm gonna make sure that in this tutorial, first impressions, that I use every single shade from this palette. So I think I'm gonna start off with the cream blush, which is this reddish shade. So typically I have textured skin, so I tend to avoid cream blushes because of that, because it kind of emphasizes your texture. But I actually do wear a ton of red blushes and I like to mix it with my bronzer because it'll make it look like you have like a natural tan, because most tans tend to have like a little bit of red in them. Maybe a little bit intimidating for people, but I'm gonna apply it like really slowly and then build it up. So whenever you're working with like any cream products or like that, I recommend using like a duo fiber brush. I'm using is the Sigma duo fiber powder blush. Sigma is a little bit pricier, the brushes, but I think they're really worth it. But if you want to pick up like another one, I did see like a very similar one at Morphe of this one. So all right, so I'm picking up that super red blush right here in the palette and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to my cheeks. I'd rather not put a lot on at once. I'd rather just like build it up slowly. And what I'm gonna do, okay, I already went ahead and put a little bit on, but what I should have done before was, for blush, I usually smile like this and then apply it just to like my cheekbones. It's just the apple of your cheeks. So with the brush, I'm kind of like stippling down and kind of blending it in. So I'm going with the brush super lightly like this in circular motions, bringing it up a bit just so it looks a little bit more natural, like kind of bringing it into the cheekbone, but not too much because that's where I'm going to apply my highlight. So kind of just like this. So you guys saw I barely dipped into this palette, like I just went super lightly. And so this is what it looks like on one side of my face. I'm going to go ahead and build this up just to see if this is like buildable, how it looks. I hope I don't end up looking like a clown. Okay, so same thing, just pressing it on and then kind of like going in circular motions. And I'm just like focusing right there on the apple of my cheeks, but you guys can see like you have to be really careful with this product, because if you apply too much on your brush like I did just now, you could look like really crazy. And I like to wear blush all over the face too. Like I'll apply even to my forehead and my nose as well. So I'm just gonna apply just a little bit because I know how like pigmented, I can just tell how pigmented this is. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit to my forehead too. And I'm not dipping back into the palette. This is just what was left over. So there's not too much of a difference, but it just gives you like that healthy glow. So I'm gonna use that same duo fiber brush and dip into the Glow Cream blush right here. Just apply that to where I would normally apply my highlight, and then afterwards I can go in with the powders. Just sort of applying it to the tip and then going upwards here. And I like to bring my highlight even up here, so I'm gonna do that as well. So I didn't notice that much of a difference when I applied it. I think it's just a very subtle glow. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to my other cheek. So I feel like this is more of a glow base for the powders, and then like that will really help build it up, because to be honest right now I don't really see that much of a difference. It didn't really do much. Now I really want to dip into these two powders. So first I'm gonna go in with the Glow Extreme, and I'm gonna apply that right where I would apply my highlight, right in here, bring it up this way and my brow bone, and then on my lip as well and my nose. So later I'm gonna apply the Peachy Duo Glow to my cheeks. Okay, so that is what it looks like on one side of my face. This is the other one before I applied the Glow Extreme. So we don't have any Glow Extreme on this side of my face, and right here we do have the Glow Extreme. So you see when I tilt my face, it really gives you like that wet, dewy, super extreme highlight. There is a little, so I noticed this highlight is like a little bit kind of chunky. There's almost like glitter in it, and it's very shimmery. So I feel like that's what helps it be like that really wet highlight. So I do see it emphasizing texture right here. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in at the very end of the video as well. But if you see right here, you can see it emphasizing this texture. So the cream blush didn't emphasize any texture on my cheeks, because when you put it on your face, it ends up like kind of drying down into a matte. But because this is such a chunky highlighter formula, if you have any texture on your cheeks, it's gonna kind of show a little bit. So I think it looks really pretty, because when I go like this, you kind of see like a wet glow. And there's not that many highlights that do this. So I can definitely tell that this formula is really, really good compared to other formulas I have used. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side of my face, and yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the powdery blush and apply that to my cheeks. And now I'm grabbing a Sigma powder blush in F10, and I'm just gonna use the Duo Glow to apply that to my cheeks. Okay, so when I applied the Duo Glow, it kind of mixed in with the glow, and it looks very pretty, because right here you kind of see like a peachy blush, and then here you have kind of like a champagne gold. And you can kind of see the colors shifting, which I think looks really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep applying, and I'm kind of pressing it down and then blending it like kind of upwards. This looks like a little bit more matte on the cheek side, and then you can see the highlight here, whereas this is like full on, like bam. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to my other cheek. So I already went ahead and used all of the colors in this palette, but I wanna go ahead and use this red on my eyes, and I wanna apply it to my lips too. So just with my finger, I'm gonna apply that to my lips. And I saw Natasha Denona do this as a tutorial like on her Instagram, and she applies it to the lips, and she kind of goes inside and then brings it out to kind of create like an ombre and like a very natural lip. Alright guys, so that blush, that red one, can easily be used as a lip stain. So I like how it looks. I think it looks really pretty. I want to go ahead and actually use the Duo Glow right now. So grabbing a little bit on my finger, I'm just going to apply it into like the center. So now you guys have kind of like a coral lip stain, so I think it looks good so far. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes now with the red blush. And I'm going to grab my finger again and just apply that to my eyes. So I'm just tapping it down to really get the pigment, and then afterwards I will blend with my finger too. And I'm just really applying it to the center and then bringing it out. And I'm using my clean finger to kind of blend it upwards. So that's what it looks like on the eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye, and then if you guys even want, you can get the Duo Glow, the peachy blush color, and apply that on top as well. So I'm gonna do that, apply it right in the middle, and then do my other eye. So I'm just using my finger again. I went ahead and applied the Duo Glow just in the center. And I actually want to do something really quick. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my other finger that's clean, get the red blush again, and kind of just apply it in the sides to kind of like a spotlight eyeshadow look. So I'm going to grab this finger right here, my middle finger, and just apply it in the corners. And I'm just tapping it down very lightly. And if you guys want, you can grab your another finger that's clean, get the extreme glow right here, and you can kind of bring it up right here in the center and just bring it up to the brow bone. And there you kind of have like a spotlight eye. So I'm gonna go ahead at the end and I will zoom in and show you guys what it looks like. Guys, so I went ahead and did both my other eyes. I zoomed in the camera a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and I actually picked up a small synthetic pencil brush that I have, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line with that red. I'm gonna go ahead and do some close-ups and tell you guys kind of like my final thoughts at the very end of this video. So I'm just gonna move my head, like tilt it, so you guys can kind of see the glow. Okay guys, so this is what the eye look looks like. I think the eye look looks very pretty. I'm definitely gonna reuse this palette again. I do like the highlight, like I really do, but you guys can see right here. You guys can see right here how much that glow really shows up. And I think it's because the extreme glow one, as I mentioned, it's a very chunky glitter. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it on my 2 fingers and show you guys. So because it is such a chunky glitter, unless you have like perfect skin, it's gonna, the texture is gonna show. If you do have texture skin as I do, you can definitely see it. And it's because, first of all, you use a cream base, and then on top of it, you use the Glow Extreme, which is a little bit more chunkier. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys in the swatches right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what this looks like in sunlight. So I have a lot of sunlight coming in my room. All right, you guys, so I am right in front of my window. I have so much sunlight coming in, and I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in and show you guys what it looks like. So that other clip of me was like me right in the direct sunlight, and this is me in front of my window, so. So overall, I really enjoyed using this palette. I felt like it was very easy to use. I feel like this palette really fits like my aesthetic and like how I wear my makeup. I enjoy using blush a lot, and I feel like 2019 is gonna be the year of face, and we're gonna see a lot of blush palettes, we're gonna see a lot of bronzers, a lot of new foundations coming out. So I feel like this year is gonna be the year of the face, and last year was kind of like the year of the eyeshadow palettes. So this is really pretty. I highly recommend it. It is on the pricier side, it's $55, and you could probably find a more affordable option, but I really enjoy using Natasha Denona products. I feel like they're very high quality, and I feel like they last really long throughout the day. So I will say that Glow Extreme does kind of emphasize texture on your skin. Even though it did emphasize texture, I kind of liked how it looked like in the sunlight, and it doesn't really bother me that much. But if you're someone who really doesn't like that, I wouldn't pick it up because of it, because not only are 2 of these cream, which also emphasizes texture, these 2 are, this one here emphasizes texture because of the formula. So if you're someone who tries to avoid that, then I wouldn't recommend picking this up because of it. But all I'm wearing right now is foundation and then this palette, and I feel like I was able to create a full-on look. So definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you picked up this palette. Make sure to subscribe to my channel at beautybydreav. My Instagram is the same thing, at beautybydreav, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.